biggest problems solved.
Oh, man.
Mr. Deity.
All right, you just was rocking to the sounds of Mr. Deity, and of course that was Kwame Ture, also known, formerly known as Stokely Carmichael, and also family. You heard the magical sounds of Eddie Baird, and that was Rashawn.
Oh, it's time to drink.
It's time for us to do that toast. Grab them glasses. Let's get it.
Sitting up here, Kid Magic Rock. Shots out. Here we go. Drink your water. Come on, drink your water, but first, take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Drink. Or should I say, breathe, then drink. Take a breath. Take your breath. Now, grab your glass for some water. Grab your glass. Lift your pitcher of that water. Or bottle. Get that pitcher of that water. Simply pour some water. Drink. Or should I say, lift, pour, then drink. Now move your body and drink some water. Move your body and drink some water. Move your body and drink some water. Bam. Just move your body. Drink. Or should I say, move, then drink. Move your body. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors, fam. Just raise your glass. Drink. Or should I say, raise, toast, then drink. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Lift and pour yourself some water. Pour. Move your body, drink some water. Move it. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Breathe, lift, move, toast. But remember to stay healthy. Remember the four pillars. Breathe, drink, eat, move. Drink half your weight in ounces. Eat a culturally appropriate diet. Behave. Take your breath. Come on. Lift and pour. You can do it. Move your body. Come on. Toast your ancestors. Drink up. Come on, drink it. Come on. You can do it. Come on, drink it. Lift and drink it. Come on. Drink that health in. Drink. Drink your water. Take your breath. Lift and pour. Lift it. Move your body. Come on. Toast your ancestors. Drink. Drink your water. Drink. Come on. Drink your water. Take your breath. Lift and pour. Come on, pour it. Move your body. Move. Toast your ancestors. Drink. What? Drink your water. Drink. Drink your water.
Sorry, Instagram, I gotta take the music and put it back on so we won't get the feedback and it'll kill us. But family, for those of you that are new, We go through a little process every morning called Drink Your Water. We do our Drink Your Water song. You find it, Cleve? You find it? You got to look.
It's tied in a different way.
Man, I don't want all the real life here, Gye-Nyame Journey. I don't want all the tea floating around in my stuff, man.
I didn't see it. I looked in all the boxes.
Well, you ain't looking hard enough. It's down there. We just cleaned up the basement. It's down there. All right, but anyway, let me get back to this. We up here trying to get this tea together so that we could do this ambrosia. But anyway, family, we do this every morning. Okay? So we start off by drinking water. Y'all see me drink a big old glass of water. It's a good way to start your day, help your body get settled, help your body turn on, help your body, you know what I'm saying? I mean, just it's good for you. Then we talk about taking your breath, breathing, right? Because we can't really help our ancestors if we can't help ourselves. We got to stay healthy, family. A lot of us are not breathing properly, or we're breathing too much. A lot of us are not drinking enough water. With you know what I'm saying? So we kind of remind ourselves on a daily basis with our song and with what we do. I'm experimenting with something on YouTube, and it's kind of freaking me out. I mean, on Instagram, it's freaking me out. I'm sitting up here like, damn. It's flickering in and out. I thought it would be cool, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that for a whole hour. Shit, I'm old. I feel like I'm attacking myself. I'm like, damn. All right, but anyway, let's go and get started, family. It's time for us to do this toast, and then we're going to have a little conversation because Candace Owens appears to be running her mouth, and we need to go on and just look at that and have a conversation about that. You know what I'm saying? That goes back because the teacher joined me this morning on Instagram, and that kind of Candace kind of shows us the importance of a proper education. You know what I'm saying? Something wasn't right. Something wasn't right in that situation. I don't know what it was, but we gonna read a little bit of what she had to say about the Arbery incident in Georgia, and I ain't even know what we gonna do with it. I hope I don't go off. You know what I'm saying? But this is hurting my head. I'm getting dizzy just looking at that. Instagram doing too goddamn much. All right. Okay. Gotta close my eyes so I can't look at it. Damn. All right, but anyway, family, it's time for us to toast. So let's go on and let's lift it up. Got a little bit left of the ambrosia. This is that red. So Cleve is getting the batch ready. He claims he went downstairs looking for something, but you know how young men look for shit. We know how young men look for shit, right? Yeah. But anyway, we about to get it. We about to hit it hard. We about to do our thing. We about to get busy. And first off, we want to raise our glass to the Creator by whatever name you choose to call that Creator. We lift up our glass, and with that, we say, Ashe. From there, family, we move to our ancestors, and I'm going to go down the list as far as I can by memory, but family's important that every day we remember those that came before us, right? Those that laid the foundation for us, those that took care of us when we couldn't take care of ourselves, those that helped build who we are, those who made us who we are, those who made sure that we had access to everything we needed in our lives when we didn't even have the sense to get it for ourselves. So we want to go on and salute them. So we raise up our glass to our ancestors, and I'll go down the list. Anybody want to add to the list, by all means you can. I will put the directions on how to do that right in the chat. But for those that's joining us on Instagram or maybe even Spreaker, know that you can hit us up on our Facebook page on Gye-Nyame and send us a direct message. You can also join our Discord. I got to find a way to share the Discord with the family so that y'all get on there, because eventually we will be removing, what is it called? we're going to be removing our text message service, and we're going to be going straight to Discord. So you're going to be able to go to Discord, and the text come to you through Discord, and we're going to have our conversation. All right. So here we go. Did I post it up? Yeah. If you are new and want your ancestors added to the Daily Toaster list, post their names in the chat or join our Discord and post them in there. I got to go fix that. I spelled that wrong. All right, but anyway. So, and also you can post them up on the timeline because I'll make sure I get them if I see them and I write them down. I got my black book with my pen handy and ready. You know what I'm saying? Because when I'm home, my kids can't just go in and just grab my stuff. But anyway, y'all ready? Let's get it. Calling on Miles Brown, Mizan, Robert and Tex, and Davis, Herman Brown Sr., Rosalie Tilly, Georgia William Walter, Christopher Pendergasson, Aunt Lena, Uncle Chris, Aunt Fiend, Cleveland and Geneva Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Alvaro Brown, Gina Gaines, Herman Brown II, Barbara Twiggs, Wash Ellis Jr., Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tappan, John Fallard, Montague Pittmanell, Nomo X, Pet Mont Rob, Malika Fakour, Dr. Marianne Williams, Kojo Kamal, Elder Farmer, Elder Millie Dixon, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusef Weston, Elder Ajani, Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Alfred Brofro, Hector Jr., J. Edwards, Carlisle Harris, Grace Lundy, Inez Harris, William Bill Moss, Phyllis Rose, Sterling and Lucy Wright, Derek L. Pulley and the Luxter brother, Miss Eda Brooks Crawley, Miss Marie Nelson, Mr. Frederick Crawley Sr., Miss Jerry Brunson, Mr. Alonzo Johnson, Miss Marie McDowell, Janice Foster, Charles Jordan, Kel Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Trigg, Francis Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Nana Lorella Clark, Inez McCrae, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Renderman, Virginia Rogers, Reverend James Smith, Louis Henderson, Kevin Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Kellen D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Melvin Dale Hodge, Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clay, Bird Beatty, Sel Welly, Rita Farmer, Agosto Sue, Shell Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Aunt Evelyn, Theolis Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., Linda Dickinson, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thornton, Pearl B. Thornton, Charles E. Thornton, lost the rhythm. Merle B. Thornton, lost the rhythm. So we're going to grab the paper so that we can go. Let's see. We made it to praying. George Gibson, now Loretta Clark, Inez McCrae, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Renderman, Virginia Rogers, M.J. Smith, Louis Henderson, Kevin Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Rain Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Kellen D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Mel Darrell Hodge Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clay, Bird Beatty, Sel Weller, Be the Farmer, Agosto Sue, Shell Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Aunt Evelyn, Theodosis Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., Linda Dixon, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thornton, Pearl G. Thornton, Ida Johnson, Florence M. Carter, Joanne Thornton, Eric Tricia Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary Eliza Frederick Davis, May Elizabeth Rogers, May Esther Keishla Reese, Linda Watson Hammonds, Jarrell Giles Watson, Sparrow, Slimmy Selvin Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Pearl Moore, Percy Moore Jr., Mildred Owens, Booker T. Bowden, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Heather Pearson, Surgeon Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavina Hall, Freeman Bankster, Mae Moss, Sophia Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kennedy, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quells, Urania Thornton, Bernice Quells, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, Charles Bell, Vivian Ramsey, S.C. Johnson, Derrida Johnson, Leon Johnson, James W. West Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry Will, James Farmer, Mary Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Hattie Levester, Mary Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martinier, Amateur Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs Sr., Thelma Triggs, Thomas and Lula Berry, Lacey Ellen Ohio, Frank Russell and Davis, Fred Douglas Triggs II, Bina Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy May Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carlos Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Alice Murphy, D'Amico Russell, Dina Monares, Gina Ruth Jones, Jana Callahan. We also have William Walter West, Nigel Parrish, Elder Basiji Fulani, Jim Robinson, Gladys Johnson, Valerie Clark, John and Mary Sullivan, Dirk Johnson, Antonio Johnson, Elise Waters, DePretis Hines, Inez Bostic, Anna Bostic, Winifred Scannerberry, Wilson Haley, Emma Hines, Phyllis Lee, Eugene Spratling, Kevin Spratling, Charles Wooden, Penny Brown, Roy Lee, Print Up Jr., Miriam Johnson, Wilbur Longmire, the Caddy, Janice Carter, Michael Carter, Leon Pina Carter, Margaret Carter, William Carter, Lisa Jordan, Charles Lee Mosley, Dorothy R. Blair, Ransom Member Sr., Sam Member Sr., Nayland Blair Sr., Edward Stevens, Sue Ann Stevens, Joe Davis, Timothy Butler, Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Cardinal Robinson, Rosemary Charles, Ada Pearl, Bob Ingalls, Jack Wallace, Warren M. Finch, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingalls, Audrey Finch, William Billingsley Jr., Jennifer Sensenball, Hazel Gasson, Jerry Bradley, Brian Watson Jr., Kaniko Parsons, Jason Kathy Bradford, Thomas Bradley, also known as Uncle Buki, also known as Gypsy, Reverend Roosevelt Word I, Stacey Trash, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, David Brown, Ruth Carter, June Cox, Ruth Cox, Paula Cox, Ronald Urban, Judy Hubbard, Irene Johnson, Francis Booth Jefferson, Dan Wilkinson Sr., Emma McClendon, Jerry Doyle, Amina Robinson, Mary Nichols, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Teray, Greg G2 Gibson, Donnie Hill, Richard Gleavis, Lee Irby, Tommy Irby, Boy Irby, Jim Gaucher, George and Hallie Johnson, Archie and Margaret Armstead, Diane Scott, Erica Armstrong, Claire Fox, Gene Evans, Archie Beck, Anna McGill, Charles McDaniel, Christine Cottrell, Ann Becker, Alice Arnold, Arthur Arnold, Hattie Reed, Charles Reed, Eula and Andrew Baker, Patricia and Edwin Brooks, Gwendolyn and Bob Hatch, Kimbo Vernon, Bradley Kim, Janie Harriet McKay, Spencer Sturgis, Sally Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Aaron Nino, Baby Hatch, Senior, Mally Miller, Housie Hashtag, Cleveland, Mother Gibson, Alex Nixon, John Bowie, Lester and Rachel Saunders, Dorita Ross, Viola Ross, Robert Nelson, Francis Stevenson, Leroy Stokes, Neely Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Maddie and Charlie Scott, Artie Casey, Thomas Cooper, Vivian Stevenson, Mona Ann Lewis, Cornetta Lyman Lewis, John Jackson, William Dallas Lewis, Mary Francis, Chappelle Jackson, Michael Slade, Joanne Perkins, Richard Jackson, Martha Ford Dawson, Big Mama, Nanny Harris, Eva Ford, James Harrison, Margaret Towns, Mary Williams, Leroy Q. Sr., Albert Moore, Miss Vanilla, Albert Miley, Jodine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, Ellerton Houston, Led Alls, Elijah Alls, Jerome Alls, and West Staten, Joe Jamel Alls, and Pierce, Donald Carter, Lily Green, Nathan Green, Beth Bond, John Dewey, Ruth Beard, Tim Butler, Raymond Laura Newton, J.B. Parkey, Thomas Newton Sr., Barbara Naeem, Jeanette Sanders, Jerry C. Sanders, Roy Pruitt, H.J. Brownlee Sr., Henry Wilson, Rufus Jenkins, Minnie Wilson, Catherine Sanders, Mira Ellis, Elizabeth Sanders, Henrietta Irby, Mildred Armstead, Margaret Armstead, Catherine Anthony, Ruth Brown, Charles Walker Sr., Charlie Walker, Cecil Russell, Diane Urban, Hiram Phillips, William Ford, Margaret Logan, Phyllis Barnett, Lee Urban Sr., Michael Irvin, Ozella Watson, Hugo Watson, John Caldwell Sr., Robert Lee Caldwell, Nevaeh Mitchell, Ron McCormick Sr., Sabrina Easley, Rashawn Easley, Javale McCormick, Barbara Ann Reed, Dorothy Ann Reed, John Reed, Shekamaha Reed Jr., John Reed Jr., Patricia Reed, Edward R. Benson Sr., Ethel H. McNair, Lois Fernandez, Jacqueline Broadus, Reginald Albert, Mazarine Coper, George Swan, Imani Grayson, Charles Scott, Charles H. Scott, Michael Morgan, Charlene Morgan, Sybil Evans McNabb, Annie Ferguson, William Ferguson, Shelby McClendon. Let's move on to the Black Book. We got Joella Giles. We have James Carswell. Got Roberta Adams, also known as Aunt Sis. Got Elder Shaka McNair, Anthony Brown, Jonathan Ford, Lottie Gaucher, Cousin Tony, Michael Johnson, James Jimmy Johnson, Barbara Shang Lewis, Ronald Sheldon Jr., Damian Top, Westina Banks, Joseph Bingham, Quincy, Mama, Aunt Lady, Abraham Isaac Cundiff, Aunt Barbara Lewis, Renee Johnson, Joy, Ryan Ross Riggins, Jermonte, Marcus Price, Ness Words, Marshawn McHale, Demetrius Beard, Herb Jefferson, Ralph Mickens, Eric Walker, Quincy Sample, Candace Simmons, Summer Clayton, Leonard Jones, Sonny Garner, Melvin Scott Sr., Elder Clarence Lumpkin, Elizabeth Johnson, Frank Smith, Stacey Trice, Denise Gorey, Nathaniel Hassan Turner, Khalid is in transition, Nigel Turner, Demetrius Lewis Flynn, Alberta Woods, Geneva Simmons, Daniel Tilley, Angeline Gantz, Sharifa, Oscar Kane, Audrey Gripper, Dominique Nichols, Ruthie Lane Johnson, Teresa Sambu, Aunt Maxine, Uncle James, Henry Munger III, Tamara Dowdy, Nicole Harris, Julia Taylor, Richard Bozeman II, Ruth Carter, John Carter, Mr. Thorin, Johanna, Jashandra Lynette Lewis, Henderson Mosley, Charles Jordan, Henry S. II, Fannie L. Webb, Dan Walton, Alalti Sue Walton, Emma Walton, James Randolph Giles, Sonny, Pete Walton, William Walton, Fred Powers. We also have Elijah Juan Hakeem and Como, Alberta T. Davis, Charles Davis, Willie R. Mackey, also known as Dr. Creamy Mackey, Victor Bowden, Trusilla Kitty Berger, Lucy White, Robert Lee White, Emma Jean White, Talton, Roger White, R.L. White, Jesse White, Ruby Jewel White, Johnson Carl White, Desi Woods, Tilara Woods Lennox, Jim Woods, Lizzie Woods, Juanita Alexander Brown, Cynthia Ann Wright, Richard Dorsey, Annie Simpson, Jamira Simpson, Regina Hopkins, Joseph Simpson, Nettie Dorsey, Eleanor Hopkins. We got Edward Webster, Alice Webster, Ivy Webster, Arnella Willis, Ethel Lane, Samantha Damon, Ethel Marshall. We got Steve Dougie Shelton. We got William Bill Walker, Carl Rico Johnson, Kim Grace, Stuart A. Johnson, Edward Young III, Isaac C. Jackson Sr., Drusilla Merle, Wayne Young, Christina Young, Thomas Young, Frank Merle, Sylvester Foster, James and Lizzie Winston, Abe and Julia Lawrence, Ozell Leathers Sr., Gladys Coper, Ozell Leathers Jr., Geneva Jackson, R.J. Lacey, also known as Toop the Don, Sarah Winston, Chris Kinney, Margaret Minter, Mary Smith, Juanita Florine Stith Gibbs, Carl, William Duncan Jr. Brother Kwame is up on just wanted to check out this score. You see my message? I'm seeing them right now, but it ain't coming through on the One Piece. So let me see. Let me go to Discord real quick. Where you? Oh, you in the show thing. All right, you in post comments. Let's see. Well, no, where you at in Discord? Oh, you on your thing in Discord, Kwame? Okay. All right. Got me confused. Unless you in where you at? Kwame Keechler, let's see. Where you at? Yeah, you on your thing, but it's still, the message still reached me. Wow. Okay, that's why it ain't showing up on my thing. You need to go to Gye-Nyame Journey and then go down to post comments so that everybody can see your comments. But yeah, I'm seeing you on Discord. Mary Smith, Juanita Florine Stith Gibbs, Carl William Duncan Jr., Janet Callahan, Denny Hill, Miko D. Nice Hill, Andre Martin, Mabel Williams, Terry Brown, Teresa Biddle, Lavana Kincaid, Carlin Sawyer, Reverend Jesse Porter. We got Deacon Ezekiel Dennis, Brenda Porter. So we lifting up our glass and we saluting all of our ancestors. And we say, Ashe. See, says, okay. So it's still not sending to Periscope. So we'll just end that right there. All right. Dang, somebody is dinging me up. What's going on? Is it a fire or something somewhere somebody need me to know about? What's going on? Because I'm getting dinged. Well, maybe that's people supporting Gye-Nyame Journey. In order to support, go to gnjmedia.support. Once again, hit up gnjmedia.support and let's keep building. So, family, we raise our glass to our ancestors. Shouts out to Abstract Rebel. I see you out there this morning. We raise our glass and we say, Ashe. From there, family, where do we go? 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 Oh, where we go? Uh-oh, somebody dropping a tip or something. What's going on there? It missed the glass, though. It missed the glass. All right, well, anyway. It's the thought that counts, right? So we got the receipt wall up. And now, from our ancestors, and we raise our glass once again, and we say Ashe, we move. We move to the moment. We're in the moment right now, family. This is where our power is. So we raise our glass to our moment. This is our moment where we get to shine, where we get to build, where we get to set the examples and lay down what's going to be happening right now in this moment, where we have an opportunity to take charge rather than waiting, family, right? So we raise our glass because we handle our business in the moment. Our children's lives will be good. So listen, I want to give all of the Umoja babies a round of applause. Shouts out to the Umoja babies out there. Yep. All right, so here we go. So, family, I want you to activate those rectangle formations as I usually ask you on a daily basis. Please do that. Open yourself up, right? So that you get that intuition from those, get those little life hints from those ancestors, right? Activate that reticular formation. Seek out your principles because they're out there. For those that don't know the language, Umoja means unity. So, family, we are talking about unity this morning. Truth is the modic principle today. Violet is the color. Y'all say, brother, how come you got on black? Got on the violet shirt up under there. You can see it, right? You can see it, right? All right, from there, family, we move to mentalism. That's the Hermetic law. The male name for the day is Kwojo. Female name is Ajua. All right, so family, we raise up our glass to this present moment, saluting this moment, because in this moment is the power. We lift up our glass and we say, Ashe. From there, family, where do we go? A very simple journey. Yeah, we're going to make this journey. We're going to go right to our children, our children's children, on to infinity. We lift up our glass and we salute our children in advance. We salute the ones that are here and we salute the ones that are coming. We raise up our glass, promising that we're going to do what we're supposed to be doing in this moment so that we can make sure that our children are prepared for the future and they are able to go into the future and maintain their place in the future, as well as have the resources to be able to get stuff done. So we raise that glass and we say, Ashe. From there, family, we move on. Where we go? Where you going, Hot Tim? This is where we going, family. You ready? From our children, we move to all of our relations. We lift up our glass, we salute all our relations, and we say, Ashe. From all our relation, family, this is their selfish toast. This is for you. What is it that you need in the moment right now? What is it that you need? Because you got to let us know what you need. If you let us know, you know what I'm saying? You got to send it out there. We got this. We got the Creator. We got the ancestors all in the room. We got our future generations all in the room right now. We done called on them. What is it that you need? We raise our glass and we say, Ashe. From there, family, I want to toast the most magnificent, the most beautiful, the most uplifting, the most outstanding individual in the room. I'm lifting up my glass to you. And with that, we say, Ashe. 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 Family, I wish you peace, power, joy, and 100 years. Let me go on set. Let's get to this news real quick. We got foolishness. We got fuckery afoot. Fuckery and bitchcraft. Right in the news. Oh, there she go. Oh, there she go. Not a bad looking little girl. Young lady. Nice young lady. Born. She pretty young. Let's go and look at this. This is from Black Enterprise. Let's see who the author is so I can make sure I send out my shots. Diego, I might need your services on this, but maybe we won't have to go that deep. Candace Owens has made some controversial statements and theories. This time, they've landed her on the wrong end of criticism from her fellow black conservatives after her latest rant on the murder of, Ahmaud Arbery. This is by Cedric Big Said Thornton. All right, Big Said, let's see what you got. Owens took to Twitter earlier this week to try to discredit, what's going on a little bit, to try to discredit the theory that Arbery was killed in part because he was black. Just because you're not white does not mean that you do not practice white supremacy. White supremacy is a culture. It has a belief system, has a certain way of dress, has a certain way of acting. It has morals. It has ways of dealing with the world. It's a culture. So you don't have to be white to embrace that. It's a brainwashing thing. I ain't even a brainwashing thing. She has totally accepted her place and her position. And she's going to be an apologist for the fuckery. That's what she chooses. That's what she chooses. So let's read what Candace says here. The real Candace O. At real Candace O. Y'all can check her out on Twitter if y'all want. I'm only doing this because somebody posted it up on Gye-Nyame Journey. Well, somebody posted it up on my wall or something, then I posted it on Gye-Nyame. Ahmaud Arbery was caught on camera breaking into the unfinished property that was owned by Larry English. She even knows his name, by Larry English. His mother has confirmed it is him in the video. Please stop with just a jogger bullshit narrative. Avoid joggers. My fault. Avid joggers don't wear khaki shorts. And stop the break into homes. Oh, Candace. Let's go on. Continuing her rant, she then attacks LeBron James, who has been vocal about the injustice of the killing. Let's see what she say. Lastly, to King James, who will never be what Kobe and Jordan were off the court because he lacks intellect. I mean, no respect to the dead, but what was Kobe off the court? What is Jordan? Oh, okay, my fault. Yeah, for the others, they was cool, right. For the other team, right? They was cold for the other team. Hold on. Jordan is doing, oh my God. Jordan is doing such a good job. And I just want y'all to know, y'all heard it first. His day is coming. His day is coming. Yup. Michael Jordan just like a lot of other famous black men, is going to feel the wrath when his usefulness is up. So y'all y'all got to understand that, right? You're allowed to ride high on the hog for a little while. They let you ride high on the hog, but on your exit ticket, they're gonna break your ass. I'm just letting you know. This has been a pattern. You ride high on the hog for a while. He had a long ride, and he's going to have a lot of memories to go over. But in some form or fashion, they're about to come for his ass. Mark my words. All right. Lastly, to King James, who will never be what Kobe and Jordan were off the court because he lacks intellect. Bro, you have multiple homes, white personal chefs, gardeners, and housekeepers. If that's an example of literally being hunted by white people, then sign me up ASAP. Okay, Candace. Okay. Let's see what else, Miss Candace. Black America. When 9-year-old Tyshawn Lee is lured from a basketball court down an alley and shot dead by a black gang member, crickets. Black America. When a repeat burglar is shot dead after breaking into homes or into a home, racism, injustice, protests. Our culture is a joke. I guess if she could say our culture, I guess it is a joke. I'm sitting up here like, God damn, hold on. Okay. All right. Let's keep it moving. Because this kind of entertaining. I thought I was going to be getting mad. Two things can be true at once. Ahmaud Arbery did not deserve to die. Ahmaud Arbery was not a jogger gunned down for the crime of being black. It's that simple. But the media can't resist a race narrative in an election cycle, and people struggle to think for themselves. Maybe that might be the problem. A lot of people are thinking for themselves, and it's starting to really realize and see some of the shit that you still can't see, Candace. You know what I'm saying? Because, I'm quite sure you got a pretty nice lifestyle, talking the way you talk, right? Sitting up here taking, you take up for them, so you got your funding locked in with your salary right there. It's hot. Then on top of that, she get 41K loves or likes or whatever, right? It's like 13,800 comments. People are talking about this. Oh, Candace. I know the Kandakis all over are just rolling over in their grave. The Kandakis over in Africa is just rolling over in their grave. Who named this bitch after us? Who did it? You know what I'm saying? Your ancestors they're gonna have hell to play, boy. After her Twitter rant, some of her fellow black conservatives were quick to point out their objections. This is Deontay Johnson, BCF president. Sigh. Why is she so hateful? This seriously scares me. This is not how we grow our movement. I pray that God heals her heart and they'll know we are Christians by our love. Very disturbing to see this from a woman who could be such a powerful voice. She is a powerful voice. Shit, she yelling. She yelling at. She yelling at. She's a white supremacist cheerleader. Go white supremacy, go! All she needs is the pom poms. Why are we putting Ahmaud Arbery on trial? This is C.J. Pearson. The C.J. Pearson. Criminal history or not, my faith compels me to believe in the idea of redemption. Ahmaud Arbery did not deserve to die the way he did. And Candace is not dealing with the fact that he was killed by vigilantes. Yeah, I don't understand. Well, we know, but all right. No human being does. Full stop. All right, so here we go. We got Sir Michael Singleton here. I never had a problem with being a black conservative, and most people who are Democrats have supported me. However, if you're black and a conservative and your only purpose is talking down your own community for applause and acceptance from white people, you have a problem. All right, Sir Michael Singleton, God damn it, you get a round of applause. Because that's exactly what she's doing. Let me make sure I switched her over and make sure y'all see the screen. Yep. Yeah, that's exactly what she's doing, family. Benjamin Washington. This is just one example of the foolishness that continues to dribble out of Candace, or the real Candace, old mouth. Embraced and digested by millions of well-meaning Americans. It is devoid of complexity, context, and compassion. Nothing more than tribal propaganda. I wonder what tribe she with. This is from Canada. Still wonder why black Americans lag behind other races. Name one other race in America that protests and riots when their criminals die while committing crimes. It's reverse Darwinism. Survival of the dumbest. God damn. Can she even go to the hood? Is she allowed in the hood? Anyway, is she allowed around her peoples? She got to have all white friends talking crazy like that. You mean there's groups of motherfuckers that run around talking like this? Here go DJ Jordan, Virginia. There's nothing profile conservative about suggesting that someone's life is worthless because they may have committed a crime. I'm old enough to remember when we conservatives believed in principles like redemption and the dignity of all human life. Okay. All right. Now y'all need to stand up a little bit more. I mean, Sir Michael did it. But y'all, all this forgiveness and redemption shit. You know what I'm saying? The man was killed by motherfuckers that could have just identified him so he could have been chased down by the police. That's the issue. And the only reason they felt they could do that was because he was black. And because he wanted to question why the fuck you walking up on me. The hell was that? And because that was anime? Okay. And because they ran up on him and he wanted to ask questions and he wanted to defend himself, it was necessary for them to kill him. You know what I'm saying? That was like a blood sacrifice. And then we got this girl. Family, listen. I mean, any event where you at and she there, you need to just either get up, you need to leave. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm sitting up here like, I'm looking at her and I'm wondering is she trying to lighten herself up? Is she think that she, okay, we'll see. More trouble on the sea. We got Iran summons ambassador over possible U.S. threats to Venezuela's shipment. So Iran is shipping some shit over to Venezuela probably. I don't know why they would need oil in Venezuela. But anyway, there's some beef, and this cruiser is coming. And, America's going to do something. Because, family, they got to take your attention off. They got to take your attention off some of this shit that's popping up. Some of this fuckery and bitchcraft is just a little bit too much. And they need to kind of get your focus off. So don't be surprised if we end up going to a war or something. I'm just saying. I need to keep y'all busy. All right. So I wanted to see it for myself. And this is the HEROES Act bill. So, some of us could take some time and go over it and really see what it's saying, right? So, I'm going to go over it a little bit more later on today, but it would be real good if we had some more people that was taking some time to kind of go through this bill to see, what's going on. What are they asking for? It's a $3 trillion deal, right? Family, and I'm seeing other groups getting a small little piece of that, but they don't mention you. You know, you just part of the whole group. You gonna get what everybody else get, but other groups is in here, right? So go through it and let's have a conversation about it. All right, let's move on a little bit. All right. Shouts out to Twitch. We got 4 people on Twitch. Let's go and get some conversation started up in that Twitch. Y'all need to go and help me out. Y'all gonna talk a little bit? Since text in or something? The Washington Post top stories. Far-right groups are spreading racist false claims about the shooting victim Ahmaud Arbery. Let's look at some of the claims. And we heard some of them from your girl Candace. That used to be such a beautiful name. Candace used to be such a beautiful name. Damn, she fucked up that. Far-right and neo-Nazi groups are spreading racist and false information about a black jogger who was fatally shot in Georgia to promote their agendas on social media platforms, according to organizations that monitor online extremist activity. Do y'all notice how one of the weapons that they use is social media? Question we have to ask, and I have to ask each member of Gye-Nyame and those in the extended family, how are you using social media? They're using it to spread their propaganda, to build up their ranks. What ranks we building up? You know what I'm saying? Are we using social media as a tool to help build? Or are we just wasting time? All right, but I digress. Let me move forward. All right, here we go. Some of the online posts, which include racist language, memes, and graphics, claim that Arbery was carrying a hammer and wearing boots when he was killed. I ain't even seen the video. I refuse to go and see the video. As the groups try to create false narratives about his death, analysts said, we got to understand, family, everybody's carrying a narrative. What's your narrative? What's the narrative you telling? Huh? Whose narrative you telling? Whose narrative you sharing? All right. In a video, Arbery is wearing a t-shirt, shorts, and running shoes. Security footage shows a man in similar clothing who is believed to be Arbery entering a house under construction just before the shooting. The owner of the property has said nothing was stolen from the site. So the owner says nothing was stolen. We got people saying that he was a thief. We got people trying to go through his past, trying to criminalize him. You know what I'm saying? We already know how it rolls, right? We know how it rolls, right? So what are we doing? What are we going to prepare to do to combat the bullshit that's about to come out? Hold on. So, and the homeboy say nothing was stolen from the property. The most remarkable finding is that an alternate narrative was created, most notably that Arbery was carrying a hammer and wearing Timberland boots. Two claims which CCTV footage and mainstream media reporting does not support, said a senior terrorism analyst for the Middle East Media Research Institute, which is collecting information related to the case. The analyst spoke on the conditions of anonymity because of security concerns. The groups portray the two arrested men, Gregory McMichael and his sons, Travis McMichael, as victims. These poor white men rolled up on this nigga with a gun, and this nigga had the nerve to fight back. They're victims. Even if, I want you to think about this, even if he had a hammer, right? If I'm correct, both of these individuals had guns. Even if he had a hammer. Why not just call the police and let the police handle it? Because I'm white and I say so. White supremacy, you know what I'm saying? That's that, what is it? That destiny, what they call it? That, I know Kwame knows. They call it that manifest destiny, right? They had a right to conquer all that they see. Come on, man. Let's get out of that. Both men have been charged with murder and aggravated assault. Gregory Michaels, a former police detective, told authorities that he believed Arbery was responsible for burglaries in the area. I wonder if they asked him what proof he had. Obviously they didn't, because he was out for about 2.5 months before they came back and got his ass, right? Members of the far right say the rest are an example of alleged anti-white bias in the mainstream media and perceived injustice against white people. For those that don't know, that is the fuckery alert. Fuckery alert. Fuckery and bitchcraft are on the loose. White people say they are being misjudged. And what's the term he used? Let me use that term. What did he say? Remember the far right say he alleged anti-white bias. There's an anti-white bias in the mainstream media. Even though in the mainstream media you mainly only see white people and perceived injustice against white people. Injustice against white people? That's some real fuckery right there. The balls on these motherfuckers must be just phenomenal. I don't understand it. White nationalist groups have long pushed a narrative that there's an epidemic of black on white crime in the U.S. that's going unreported, and black men in particular are inherently violent and represent a special threat to white women. Damn. Let's look at history here. Let me see. Native Americans was minding their business. Wasn't even trying to go. They migrated, but they wasn't trying to go across the seas. Came over here and they slaughtered their ass. We was in Ghana. We was in West Africa. We was in East Africa. And Middle Asians or West Asians came over there and snatched motherfuckers up and put them in bondage for over 400 years. And these motherfuckers got the nerve to say that somebody is. See, family, you got to be able to address this shit. When somebody says that black people are inherently violent, if we were inherently violent, we would kill every motherfucker on this soil. A motherfucker with the wrong, we would have been started killing motherfuckers. So much for the inherent violence. But I can show you some inherent violence. You know what I'm saying? We can look at some inherent violence. We don't have to go outside of the east and west coast of what's called the United States of America and see some violence. And a lot of it, I ain't gonna say all damn near all of it, is committed en masse and other groups by angry white people. Angry white people. Matter of fact, let me bring this up. We got angry white people that will go downtown. This is in Columbus with assault rifles, storm the motherfucking mayor's building or the governor's building or whatever. Right? Manifest Destiny, that's what it's called. But anyway, storm the building. Right? They got to bring out the police, and you know what I'm saying? And you know, I have a little group piece, and I'm harassed constantly. Even though most of us, we got more than enough room to be 6 feet apart, but we can't be together. Now I wonder if they would approach us if we had guns. I wonder how they would have reacted to us if we had guns in the state park. Oh, we're just protecting our rights. We have rights to gather as American citizens. Down with you bastards. Go on about your business. Go about your way. Don't tread on me. They would call the National Guard out on our ass. Motherfuckers would have been rolling in. We would have had SWAT up there. And it was going to set an example for with our ass. That's, you know what I'm saying? That's what would happen. Right? But yet, you know, there's this thing against white men in America. Okay. I can't let that work. White nationalists are using the murder of Ahmaud Arbery to further prop this narrative. Some supporters of the group have also attacked President Trump for calling the killing horrible and saying Arbery looked like a wonderful young man. A video clip of the president speaking about the incident was posted on a far-right channel with nearly 3,000 users on the messaging app Telegram. Using racist language, the poster said the reaction to the killing was a reminder that the United States is the great Satan. Because you won't let us kill black men at will. This is not right. You use the great Satan. Why won't you allow me to kill black folks in mass? This is the great Satan. These ooh, and they just flip the story, and they be so sincere. They be so sincere. You know what I'm saying? Turning red and talking and getting angry, and then going to the conspiracy shit. Never once talking about the conspiracy of the peoples. Come on, family. Oh my God. Oh, you know, I'm broke too. But anyway, they got a little bit of wealth though. Although initially we saw white supremacists embrace some of his rhetoric, this particular incident brings to light the criticism they have for his comments condemning this attack. Largely, they are concerned that he's not representing the white race, said Joanna Middleton, Associate Director of the Center on Extremism for the Anti-Defamation League. Damn, more expressions of anger toward the Great Pumpkin and conservatives appeared on the same channel after the Justice Department said it will review the case and determine whether federal hate crime charges should be pursued. The post, which include a story about the announcement, end by saying that the coronavirus is the plague the United States deserves. Damn. All right, we ain't gonna finish that. It's man. Now I gotta go get my car, and I'll be driving. I'll be like, shit. Gotta drive, and all right. We got a little piece here that you can check out. What comes after reparations? In 1923, a white mob burned down a small mill town in Rosewood, Florida, killing at least 6 people and driving out black residents. After survivors won reparations from the state, Rosewood descendants are left with a complicated legacy. You gonna listen to that. I'm gonna listen to it a little bit later. I ain't gonna put it on now. But family, I'm about to get the hell up out of here, right? It's time for me to go on and get back on my venture. We got 2 messages from Kwame in Twitch, but trying out Discord. Gotcha. All right, cool. See, we moving toward that Discord family, so y'all need to go and get ready. You know, the text is gonna go out. You know, and we're moving into our Discord. So, all right, family, this is Brother Hatim. I want to remind you that you are now standing in the congregation of the mighty, the home of the stubborn minority, the place where your hustle builds muscle. This is Gye-Nyame Journey Media. This is a Heart of a Simple production, and of course, this has been another Daily Toast, where we strive to blow up your old paradigm. All right, family. I am out.